Islanders have had the first overall pick in the NHL draft. They're the first team that has selected first overall that many times. Last year, the Islanders made noise by trading down twice in the first round, finally selecting Josh Bailey. And of note, the Islanders will be busy tonight. They've got 2 first-round picks, and then into the second round tomorrow, they've got 3 seconds. The Islanders picked 5 times in the top 56, but all eyes have been on this franchise since Garth Snow, the GM, and the Islanders won the lottery, and they have kept this secret under wraps, and now it's about to be revealed.
They have not tried to trade the pick at all. It's not even really been a consideration right from the get-go. They've been making a selection, and here it is.
And they're waiting on Long Island with bated breath.
Les Islanders de New York voudraient remercier les gens de Montréal pour leur hospitalité, ainsi que l'organisation des Canadiens de Montréal pour cette superbe semaine. Pour faire l'annonce de la toute première sélection de ce repêchage amateur 2009, notre directeur général, M. Garth Snow.
Bonjour. I'd like to thank the City of Montreal for the hospitality on behalf of the New York Islanders. I'd also like to acknowledge 10,000 fans at Nassau Coliseum at our draft party. And with the first overall pick, the New York Islanders select John Tavares.
He has waited 5 years at least since he was first identified as a potential first overall pick in the 09 draft. John Tavares, born just days after the cutoff that would have allowed him to become a first rounder in 2008. But now Tavares is the answer to the Islander question.
Way to go, New York Islanders. Way to go, Garth Snow. I punched you in the pants a million times when you didn't take Zach Parise. You finally made a great decision. This is great. Josh Bailey's going to be there. Kyle Oposo's there. John Tavares there. Now you can have offense. You can go into Philadelphia. You can go into Washington. You can go into Pittsburgh. This guy will be instant offense. Your leading scorer last year was Mark Streit, a defenseman. Your leading goal scorer was a player by the name of Kyle Oposo with 18. John Tavares had 58 goals last year playing junior. This is an outstanding pick. They couldn't have made a mistake with any of the other two, but this is the right guy at the right time for a team that needs an identity.
And not that it wouldn't mean more to the other players than it would John Tavares, but I think actually it means more to John Tavares after all that he's been through. You talked about it, Gord. This player has been the most scouted player in the modern history of the NHL entry draft. 4 full seasons of major junior hockey. He comes into the Ontario Hockey League as an exceptional player. Scores 45 goals as a 15-year-old. As a 16-year-old, scores 72 goals and eclipses Wayne Gretzky's record for a 16-year-old in the Ontario Hockey League. Comes in his 3rd year. The year then people said he had a bad year. He had 118 points to lead the Ontario Hockey League in scoring. He won back-to-back World Junior Championships and was a clutch scorer. Not much more needs to be said.
You get him on a plane tonight. You get him down to Long Island. You get him to start meeting the corporate people. He's the real deal. He's an outstanding player. He's a great finisher. He's instant offense. He's the whole thing. Way to go, Long Island.
And of course, the negotiations continue on the island on the project that would hopefully see them get a new building, and they're hoping to do what Pittsburgh and Philadelphia did, which was build buildings around star players. Philadelphia did it with Eric Lindros, and the Penguins have done it with Sidney Crosby. So John Tavares, 58 goals in 56 games this season. He is the OHL's all-time leading goal scorer, which is no mean feat considering some of the great players who have played in that league.
And you know what now, men? The Islanders become a team you want to watch. They become a fun team.
That's an emotional moment for his mom, Barb, his dad, Joe. His uncle, also named John Tavares, is one of Canada's most accomplished elite athletes. He's one of the best lacrosse players, box lacrosse players who's ever played the game in Canada or worldwide, as well as field lacrosse, an outstanding athlete. You know, John Tavares was at his minor hockey coach's cottage a number of years back. James Naylor, he coached him and said, you know, at some point, son, you're going to have to make a choice between lacrosse and hockey. He says, well, you know what? My uncle made the family name in the sport of lacrosse, and John Tavares, this one, very accomplished lacrosse player. I want to make our family name in the game of hockey, and that's precisely what he's done over the last 4 years. Listen, there have been some knocks on him. Yeah, when you're around that long, Pierre, 4 years for the scouts to pick you apart. Is he a great skater? You know, he's not the most graceful guy in the world, but he's got a strong stride. He's maybe not that quick. He's more of a half-court player, dangerous from the blue line in.
All right, here he is with our James Duffy.
All right, thank you, with John Tavares and Islanders GM Garth Snow. First, John, the guys were just talking. It's been almost 5 years they've talked about you being number one. When your name is announced, is it exhilaration or is it relief?
I think a little bit of both. I mean, obviously it's been a long time coming for me, but I've been through a great process in junior, and got a great opportunity now to go to a rebuilding franchise in New York, and hopefully get a new arena, and with the rebuilding team, it should be exciting, and hopefully bring the tradition back and the winning success. So definitely relieved now, and excited to get started.
Did you really have no idea whatsoever?
100%, no idea. I mean, Garth had the best poker face I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, he did an amazing job. Congratulations on that. I don't know how you did it, Garth. Listen, first, were there any serious offers for this number one pick that you considered?
Nothing we would have even considered. John's a special hockey player and even a better person, and we're happy to have him on Long Island.
There was so much debate in the hockey world. Was there the same debate within your scouts and yourself as to who would go number one, or when did you know it was John?
Well, he let me beat him in golf, so that was the first. No, he obviously is a special player, and we decided not to announce it until the draft, and John, a dynamic player, and we're excited to have him as part of our organization.
Quickly, your competitiveness is legendary. How badly did you want to go number one?
Obviously, I'm a competitive guy, and you always want to be the best and the best you can be. So, it's a great honor to be selected number one overall in the National Hockey League draft, and it's a great accomplishment. But Mike Babcock said it to us the best in Pittsburgh for Game 3 was the draft's only one day. So it's time to get back to work next week, and I can't wait to get going.
Congratulations.
Thanks, James.
Congratulations, Garth. Let's send it back upstairs to Gord Miller, Bob McKenzie, and Pierre McGuire.